Idolizing marriage can be one of the worst things that we can do in our spiritual walk. If we put being married to a person or putting a man before God in any way, it's already a bad thing. But doing it in a way that we want marriage, we start to idolize marriage, not wait on God for that person, not wait on God for that moment, not even prepare and be ready for that wifely role. It's not just the cooking and cleaning. It's not just washing the man's clothes and things that we in our life was trained to see. Idolizing marriage is one of the most dangerous things that we can do. Because then, do you know what happens when you idolize marriage? Okay, let me tell you. So you get a counterfeit, most definitely. A counterfeit gonna come, okay? Because, the desires of our heart. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, God wants us to have what he desired for us to have. His will for us, he wants us to have that. But we have to understand that it's a time for it. It's not going to just come whenever we want it to come. No, we need to prepare. We need to be ready, right? And I know we always be like, oh, I'm ready. I've been doing this. No, listen. You ain't ready until you can detain your radar is up. To say, oh, your discernment. Is this person, the fruit is, and not just rushing things and everything, because then that's when you know that you're idolizing it. Jump into any relationship, especially jumping in bed with a person, going to live with a person before marriage, and sin, fornicating before marriage. Like, come on, you want me to keep going? We all get in this place that a person can tell us, feed our head up with, oh, we're going to be married anyway, just because you're in a relationship with them. But I love you. You going to do me like that? You going to put the Holy Spirit before me? A spirit? You want what? What? You telling me God ain't going to forgive us? Listen. Let's park the brakes. Park the brakes. That's when you know you're worshiping another person. And I know if anybody don't know the Bible, I know they know a couple scriptures, because we as people, we just repeat stuff and we don't even know what it means. But we know that we aren't supposed to be nobody before God. But the Bible said not to worship no other God but God, right? And when we start to put someone before God, like we're in idolatry, like we're idolizing that thing. But yeah, putting anyone before God is idolizing. So we in these relationships and we letting these people just fill our head with all of this stuff. I was one of the victims, all right? I was one of the ones that was disobedient, because that's what it was. I was disobedient. God gave us our red flags. He gave us red flags, and he showed us everything, right? And it's up to us to choose. So me choosing that life, I had to really sit and I prayed. I couldn't hear God no more. He told me that when I finally heard his voice, he said to endure. After in a ball, crying out, like I just felt like my whole insides was coming out. But he said to endure. That's what he said. The next time I heard, he said, "What you see? I'm doing a new thing. I'm doing a new thing." And then I'm like, and that's what gave me strength. Praying for strength, like I couldn't do it. He said, "Do you not perceive it?" And one more last thing. I had to endure through that relationship that was not godly. Everything that I was doing to God, because that's what he said. That's why I had to sit in it. He said, "You see what you was doing to me?" That was the first thing when I found out I was getting cheated on. Listen. He said, "See, this is what you've been doing to me." And I sat in it and I endured. When I say I had to suffer. And then through the suffering, I still had to praise. I still had to be faithful. I grew in my relationship with God. And before I left that relationship, God made me pray for this man. God made me cover this man. Love your enemies. Even though it don't matter how nobody treats you. You pray for them. You love them. If I would have left that house broken, I wouldn't have been standing today. I wouldn't have been able to stand today. And I know it's not a physical stand. I ain't talking about you standing up. I'm talking about going, elevating to where God need me to be. the will that God had for my life. If I would have left when I wanted to, instead of listening to the Holy Spirit. Because I would have left, honey. I would have left my car. I would have, I had to get up out of there. But I endured. And I can say it with a straight face now. But before in the chat, I don't know. Like, Lord, please pick me up. Every day off the floor. I need to be picked up. But really, if you're in a relationship and you're hearing God speak to you before you get in a relationship, like I started this video off, one of the most dangerous things that we can do is be in an ungodly relationship, idolizing marriage. Oh, it's like we sleeping right next to the enemy, the devil. Oh, that's just something in my stomach, y'all. Oh, that's deep. Oh, Jesus. Ooh. Make sure y'all stay at peace. Y'all spread some love. Don't forget to pray, y'all. Love on them babies. Peace. So I got done with that video. I just wanted to get on here real quick to just tell y'all what happened. I know y'all seen it in real time. I started coughing up like I was throwing up. I think something in me that was still in my gut that I needed to release. Being obedient will set you free. He set me free for something I didn't even know I was still holding on to. When God speaks, you need to listen. You better listen so that you can be delivered from something that you don't even know that you needed to be delivered from. I didn't know I was holding on to something. There was something still in my gut that I needed to let go. And just sharing that testimony set me free. Don't let the enemy silence you. Make sure you stay at peace. You spread some love. Don't forget to pray. Love on them babies, y'all. Peace.